All right, here's a look at where the Electoral College votes stand as of now, according to ABC News. North Carolina was called late yesterday for President Trump, giving him a total of 232 Electoral College votes. President-elect Biden coming in with 306. Of course, just 270 votes needed in order to win the presidency. The political climate in the United States is not eased even after the election. Of course, tensions still high between President Trump and President-elect Biden. So just what does it mean to be the president-elect? 3 News reporter Ashley Gonzalez spoke with political and legal experts for some clarity.
Right now, the United States has both a president and president-elect. Similar names, but different roles. The president-elect holds that unofficial title for only a short amount of time.
The person that was clearly going to be the winner in the interim period between the election, which we held in early November, and then the actual swearing in on January 20th.
And when a presidential candidate becomes president-elect, only a few changes come with the new title.
Work is hard for those who didn't vote for me, as those who did.
At least until they become the official president.
The power that comes with being president-elect begins when you are the presumptive president-elect and are declared to be the presumptive president-elect by the General Services Administration. And that power is fairly small. It just means that you get access to intelligence briefings, you get increased security protection, and you get some funding for your transition.
And traditionally, the president-elect and president would work together on the move.
Formally, they're supposed to, anyway, work with the outgoing administration to coordinate the transition.
Experts say President Trump has his mind made up, but once Biden is sworn in.
I don't think President Trump is ever going to concede, but he doesn't need to concede. All he needs to do is vacate the premises.
In January, President-elect Joe Biden is set to become the 46th president of the United States. Ashley Gonzalez, 3 News.